Hi, everybody.
How are you?
Welcome to Intermediate Yoga from the Garrett Public Library. And today we're going to be working with our usual props, a couple of blocks or big books, and some kind of a strap. If you can make a loop on the end of your strap, make your loop so that it's approximately shoulder width apart, hip or shoulder, whichever feels more comfortable. They're generally pretty close to the same. And water if you need it. Be sure you're on bare feet. Hopefully you have a mat. If not, make sure that whatever floor surface you're using isn't too slippery. And we'll get started. Alrighty, let's go ahead and lay down on our backs and give our bodies a little bit of a rest and check in and see how you feel. So roll on down. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your shoulders up underneath you. You can lay with knees together, feet dropped wide, or you can straighten out your legs, mat width apart or wider, toes drop out to the side, whatever will make your hip area kind of release and relax. Once you get comfortable, palms up toward the ceiling, close your eyes, take a big breath. And again. One more time. Swallow. Release the jaw and the tongue. Soften the face. And just start breathing through the nose. Pulling the breath down into the lower belly so you get as much air in as you can without causing tension. And letting the breath ease out of the body slow for the longest breath out that you can comfortably hold. Don't make your inhales and exhales so long that they cause tension in the body. We just want them to be as full as possible and as comfortable as possible. Check in. Start at the crown of the head and work your way to your fingertips and toes, opening and releasing your joints, softening your muscles. And if you find something that feels tight or sore or achy, draw your breath to that area. Literally think of having a nose at the point of discomfort that you are breathing in and out of. It will bring more oxygen to the area, more blood flow, and can release some of your tension there. Gently rock your head from side to side, slow and easy. We're just warming up the spine here. We're not stretching the neck, we're just warming up the spine. Bring your head back to center. Straighten the arms out, hook your thumbs around each other, palms to the ceiling. Straighten your legs out, feet together, flexing your feet. Inhale, heels in one direction, fingertips in the other, and stretch, 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 and release. One more time, inhale, and stretch, 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 and release. Bring the arms down, bring the knees up, set the feet wide as the mat, and then drop your knees from side to side like windshield wipers. And bring your knees back to center. Bring them up into your chest and give yourself a good squeeze and a rock. And then come to center. Arms out to the side, feet off the ground. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll the knees to the right and hover a few inches off the ground. Inhale back to center. Use your belly. Exhale your knees to the left and hover. Inhale back to center. Exhale the knees to the right and drop them all the way down. Aim your knees towards your elbow, your right elbow. Turn, look at your left shoulder and reach. And if it's comfortable, you can straighten your legs. If you're able to, you can grab your toes with your right hand. And lengthen your spine on your inhale and release and relax on your exhale. Your legs are straight, bend your knees. Inhale back to center. Exhale the knees to the left, aiming toward the left elbow with your knees. Stack your hips and knees. Turn, look out the right shoulder and reach. If it's comfortable, you can straighten your legs. If you're able, you can grab your toes. And as always, lengthen and a twist on your inhale and release on your exhales. And try to remember and twist that the alignment is extremely important in getting the most out of a twist. So you want to make sure your hips and knees indeed are stacked as best as you can before you twist. That will keep your hips in the right position so that your upper body gets the most flex out of its twisting. Stretching should feel good, shouldn't feel painful. If it feels painful, don't do it. Bend the knees, inhale back to center, and by don't do it, I mean back off. Make sure you give your body room to relax as it stretches. You don't want it to tense up while it stretches. Alrighty. Drop your right foot down, interlace your hands behind your left knee. Take a breath in. As you exhale, work the leg towards straight. If you can get it straight, you can work your hands up. You can leave the hands behind the thigh, the knee, the calf, or the ankle. Make sure your shoulders stay on the mat. Don't let yourself creep up to hold on to something. Lower yourself down and make sure you're grabbing where you can keep the neck and shoulders relaxed. You can leave your right knee up or straighten it out on the mat. Your back will tell you which one it likes. Just go to that edge, the stretch, the edge I always talk about, right when you start to feel that stretch. Just stay there, easing off even a little bit. Take a few breaths and see if you can draw in a little closer. Stay at that edge for a few breaths, and then see if you can draw in again a little closer. Just keep that process up. You'll eventually reach your limit. Breath in. As you exhale, inch the foot over to the right till you feel that sciatic burn. If you don't feel it, go back to center. Pull the leg farther in and then inch over. The careful balance of having the leg pulled in as far as you can and then inching slowly over till you feel that sciatic burn. We're going to get back to center. Have the right knee up, right foot on the ground, and drop the left knee over the top of the right. Arms out to the side like a T. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll the knees to the right. Drop them as far down as you can. Turn. Look at your left shoulder and reach and breathe. Inhale back to center. Keeping the knees as they are. Exhale them to the left. Drop them as far down as you can. Reach your right arm above your head and stretch out the right side of the body. Inhale back to center. Keep your knees as they are. Bring them up into the chest. You can grab your left knee or reach through and grab your right knee. Try to keep the shoulders and low back down. Should feel a little stretch in your left hip here, possibly your right. And release. Slide the knee out so you've got a right angle with your left leg. Keep your left foot flexed, palms down about a foot away from the body. Tuck your shoulders underneath you so you're on the flat part of your shoulder blades. You're going to do a little bit of ab work here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the right foot off the ground. Try to get the tailbone off the ground. Lower it down. Take an inhale while you do this. Tap the floor. Exhale, bring it back. Squeeze it up. Inhale. Tap the ground. Exhale, bring it up. Squeeze it up. Inhale as you bring it down. Tap. Exhale, bring it up. Squeeze it up. And release. Drop your right foot down. Drop both feet wide and rock your knees from side to side. Knees back to center. Interlace your hands behind your right knee. Take a breath in. As you exhale, work the legs straight. Again, bring the hand up if you can get the legs straight. You can leave your left knee up or left leg straight. Again, your back will tell you which one it likes. Take a breath in. As you exhale, see if there's a little room to draw it in. And every few breaths, see if there's a little room to come back in a little. Just stay at that edge, don't go too far. Check in and make sure your neck and shoulders are relaxed. Take a big breath in. Exhale, inch the foot over to the left so you find that sciatic burn. Hold and breathe. Again, if you don't find it, go back, draw the leg in more, and then inch it over. Bring it back to center, release the leg. Drop the right knee over the left foot on the ground, arms out to the side. Take a breath in. As you exhale, roll the knees to the left, drop them as far down as you can. Turn, look out the right shoulder and reach and breathe. Inhale back to center. Keeping the knees as they are, exhale them over to the right. Drop them as far down as you can. Reach up with the left arm and stretch out the left side. Inhale back to center. Keep your knees as they are. You can reach up and grab the left knee, draw in, or you can reach through and grab your right knee. Just keep shoulders, low back, relaxed on the mat as best you can. Just draw it in. You should feel a stretch in the right hip, possibly the left. And release. Bring both knees in, give them a little bit of a squeeze. Oops, I forgot our app. Haha. All right, so take that right thigh out away from the body, right ankle on top of the left knee. Keep your right foot flexed to protect your knee. Palms down about a foot away from the body. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the left foot off the ground. As you exhale, draw it in. Get your tailbone off the ground if you can. Inhale, bring it down, tap the left foot down. Exhale, draw it in, squeeze it up. Inhale, bring it down, tap your toe. Exhale, bring it up, squeeze it up. Inhale, tap it down. One last one. Exhale, bring it up, squeeze it up. And release. Now, squeeze and rock your knees and rock up to seated. Do a comfortable cross leg. And as always, if cross leg isn't comfortable, you can do a wide leg. You can do one leg straight, whatever works for you. Root the sit bones down, take a breath in. As you exhale, tilt forward with a flat back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, allow yourself to fold and just let the back round and the head hang. Arms loose like noodles and just breathe into your back. Sometimes it helps to roll your shoulders and move your back a little bit to let the muscles release. Just breathe and be here. Slowly bring yourself up. Fingertips behind you. Make your little tents out of your hands if you can. Bring them as close to each other and as close up to your bum as you can. Roll your shoulder blades together. Roll your pelvis towards your feet. Lift your chest up toward the ceiling. If it feels okay, let your head hang back. And release. Swap the cross, opposite foot in front. Root your sit bones down. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, tilt forward. Keep your back flat, pelvis towards your feet. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. And exhale and fold. Let gravity draw you down. And slowly roll yourself up. Either interlace your hands or use your strap behind you. Work your shoulder blades together and then work your knuckles toward the ground. If you can get your arms straight, you can work them away from the body. Keep your belly in so you don't overly arch. And release, shake out. Inhale, bring the right arm across the chest, bend the left elbow, draw it in, turn and look out your right shoulder. And release. Bring the left arm in front, bend the right elbow, draw it in, turn and look out your left shoulder. And release. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab a block. We're going to do fire log pose, hip opener. So take your right shin and make it parallel to the front of your mat and flex your foot. Take your left ankle and bring it up. You can bring it up to your calf. You can set your knee on a block if that helps you out. And if this is something where you can get your ankle on top of your knee and your knee directly above your ankle and an empty triangle below, that's the ideal position. And some people's knees will go all the way to the ground. Mine does not. Some people's will be even higher than mine, and that's fine. Flex both feet. Make sure your knees are being protected. Inhale, lengthen your spine. You can stay here or exhale and round your back. And slowly bring yourself up. Lean back, straighten the legs out carefully and give them a little shake and a rock. Alrighty, let's do our other side. Take your left shin, make it parallel to the front of the mat. Flex your foot. Pick up your right ankle and work it to the ankle, the calf, or the knee. You can place a block under it if it helps. Both feet flexed, empty triangle when you look down. Inhale, lengthen. And if you want to, you can exhale and fold. Slowly roll yourself up. Lean back, carefully unfold the legs, give them a little shake and a rock. Alright. Set our block off to the side. Let's flip over to hands, knees. Let's work our spines. We're going to roll them a little bit. Wrist under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Inhale, roll the shoulders down your back, tilt your tailbone to the ceiling, push your belly to the floor, pull your chest through your upper arms, lift your chin. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone, pull your belly into your back, spread your shoulder blades, head of the pelvis, and squeeze the belly in and up. And inhale, open the front of your spine. And exhale, round and tuck, and open the back. One more. Inhale, open the front of the spine. And exhale, round and tuck. And back to center. Straighten out your right leg. Toes pointing toward the front. Keep it in line with your hip. Walk your hands out. You can rest down on your forearms, or you can come all the way down onto your chest or head. You should feel a stretch on the inside of the thigh, a little bit of a shoulder and chest opener. Wrap the upper body up. Bring the right knee under the hip. Straighten the left leg out, directly out from the hip. Toes pointing toward the front of the mat. And walk yourself out onto your forearms or onto your forehead or your chest. And relax and breathe. Upper body up. Bring the knees in. Knees wider than the mat, big toes together. Shift your hips back to your heels and walk or slide your hands out and rest your forehead or your chin and breathe deep. Walk your upper body up. Bring the knees in. Alternately straighten out your legs. Alrighty, keep your knees under your hips, wrist under your shoulders. Straighten the right leg out, kick it back. Bring it out to the side. Try to keep it level with your body. You want your foot to your hip level. Bring the knee to the outside of your right elbow and then draw it in and try to bring it over to the left side. Kick it back. Swap it out. Drop the right knee down. Kick the left leg back to hip height. Bring it over to the left at hip height. Bend the knee, bring it to the left elbow, then bring it across and try to bring it to the right elbow. I can't do it, but try it. Kick it back. And I got a little cushion in between that keeps my knee from getting to that side. But give it a try. You're still giving your abs a workout. Straighten out the right leg. Bring it over to the right side. Bend the knee. Bring it to the right elbow to start. Crisscross it over to the left. And then kick it back. Let's do our left side again. Straighten out the left leg. Bring it over to the left at hip height. Bend the knee to the left elbow. And then crisscross over to the right. And release. All right. Let's try something else. I want us to try a forearm plank. So lower yourself down on your belly. Forearms down. You want to bring your elbows under your shoulders. Fingers spread. Tuck your toes under. All right, this is going to use a lot of core work. Not so hard on the shoulders, which is nice. It's hard to hold. So we'll hold it as long as we can. I'm going to try for a 4 count. I don't know if I can do it. If you can do it longer than I can, I'll give us a pause for people who can hold it for a 6 count will. All right. Take a breath in. As you exhale, push into your forearms, lift your hips. Push through the heels, broaden the back, keep your belly in, hold it tight, and lower for a breath and a release. If you're holding it longer, keep going till you can't, and then lower down with the rest of us. Let's try one more try. Keep your forearms firmly on the mat, tuck your toes under. Take a breath in. As you exhale, push into the forearms, lift up, hold and breathe. release. Hands next to the chest, press up to knees, and push back to child's pose and take a good long breath here. Back up to hands and knees. All right, let's get ready. Actually, let's come back down on our bellies. Alrighty. Let's bring our left forearm under the chest. Reach back, grab your left foot, try to get the calf outside the thigh, and draw it down. Turn, chest forward so you can get a little stretch across the front of the chest. Keep a hold of the foot, top of the foot if you can. Straighten your left arm out on the mat. We're going to do one-sided bow pose. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the chest, lift the knee, pull the foot away, and if you want to, lift your left foot and leg. Pardon me, left arm and leg. Sorry, guys. Hard to breathe here because you're on your diaphragm, but keep trying. And release. Bring your right forearm in front of your chest. Reach back with your left hand, grab your left foot. Try to get the calf outside the thigh and then draw it down. Turn the shoulders forward. See if you can get a little stretch across the front. Breathe deep here. Keep a hold of your top of your foot. Straighten the right arm out. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift the knee, lift the chest, pull the foot away, and if you want to, lift your right arm and leg. And release. Hands next to the chest, press up and back to chest. Take a couple breaths. Bring yourself back up to hands and knees. Let's get ready for down dog. Wrist under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tuck your toes under. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lift your knees, get your bum up. Find your even weight between your feet and your hands. Press into the hands, lift out of your shoulders, drop your chest. Try to lengthen the side bodies. You can alternate your heels to the ground if it feels good. And bring both heels down. Weight onto the left foot, kick the right leg back, press through the heel. Bend the knee, carefully roll the hip to the ceiling. Let's do a wild thing. You're going to drop that foot all the way back and reach out. Bring it back. Come into down dog. Weight onto the right foot, kick the left leg back, press through the heel. Bend the knee, roll the hip to the ceiling. Drop the foot back, reach up with the left arm. Bring it back. Come into down dog. Walk yourself to a forward fold. Bend your knees, shake your head and shoulders, and slowly roll yourself up. Shoulders near the ears and down the back. And lift the chest. Alrighty. Let's grab a block. come to the top of our mats. Do some sun salutations. All right. Inhale, press into the feet, tuck the tailbone, lift the chest, drop the shoulders as you lengthen. Exhale, fold, flat back, strong legs, drop your head at the end. Inhale, halfway up to monkey and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hand to the left knee, right foot back, warrior two. Front knee aims toward the front pinky toe. Press into the outside edge of the back foot. Belly in, chest lifted, shoulders dropped. Reverse warrior, lift the left arm, drop the right, open the left side of the body. Come into extended right angle, left forearm or elbow to the left knee, right arm next to the right ear. Try to have a straight line from the foot all the way up to the hand. You can make it more difficult by bringing the elbow inside the knee so you're not leaning on the knee. Bring the right hand to the right hip, block in the left hand, step up onto your left foot. Send the block under your left shoulder for half moon. Lift your right leg. Try to stack your shoulders, stack your hips. And reach up with the right arm. If you're feeling stable, you can reach back, grab your foot, and lift the foot away. And release to a fold. Inhale, bring it up. And hands to prayer. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey pose, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to the right knee. Left foot back. Warrior two on the other side. Pull the mat apart between the feet, sending the feet in both directions. Keep your front knee aiming towards your front pinky toe. Belly in, ribs lifted, chest lifted, shoulders down. Reverse warrior, lift the right arm and drop the left. Breathe into the right ribs. Extended right angle, right forearm or elbow to the right knee, left arm up next to the left ear, or bring the elbow inside the knee so you don't lean. Left hand to the left hip, block in the right hand, step up onto the right foot, block under the right shoulder, lift the left leg, left arm. If you feel stable, grab the foot, lift the knee, pull the foot away. Release into a fold. Inhale, bring it up. And hands to prayer. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, monkey pose, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Hands to the left knee, right foot back, step wide on the mat. You want your outside edges of your feet parallel. No duck feet. I want the toes pointing forward. Hands to your hips. The wider your legs are, the better this will be. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tilt forward with a flat back. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, allow yourself to draw down, let the head hang, arms loose. You can bring the fingertips in line with the toes and press the mat forward to draw you down. Or you can reach through the legs and grab the mat and pull yourself down. Big breaths here. Keep pressing into the outside edges of the feet, keeping the legs engaged and strong. Bring your hands under your shoulders, bend your knees, roll yourself up. Alrighty. Bring your heels in, bend your knees, hands to prayer, drop your hips into horse pose. Hold and breathe. Press into the feet, straighten the legs. Alrighty, bring your toes forward again. Your legs are a little bit further in this time. Hands to prayer. This is both balance and a stretch. You're going to bend your right knee, bring your foot onto the ball of the foot, dropping yourself down, keeping the right leg straight and trying to squat. Not easy to do. Even harder to get out of. So feel the stretch on the inside of the leg and the balance of being on the ball of the left foot, right foot. Rights and left are a hot mess right now, sorry. Bring your hands down. You may be capable of having your hands in prayer and standing up, good for you. I'm not. So put some pressure on the hands, lift yourself up. Hands to prayer again. Bend your left knee this time. Come to the ball of the foot as you bring yourself down and peel your toes up on the right side to stretch the inner right thigh as you're balancing on your left ball of the foot. Again, if you can do it without putting your hands down, good for you. Otherwise, just use them briefly enough to get yourself back up. Good job, everybody. Not easy. Bring your feet in a little bit more. We're going to do a balancing star pose. Inhale the arms up, all the way up. And then see if you can come onto the balls of your feet. You don't have to get the heels very high to get the sensation of balance. And release the heels down. Alrighty. Excuse me. Let's step back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, arms only down. Right elbow under the left. Reach around and grab thumb or hand. Lift and lower your elbows till you find a spot you want to stretch. Drop your chin to your chest. Take a breath in. Tuck your tailbone and squat. Shift your weight onto your left foot. And you can, if you want, cross the right leg over the left. Put the toes to the ground to help with your balance. And release. Shake it out. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, arms only down. This time, left elbow under the right. Reach around and grab thumb or hand. Lift and lower till you find a spot you want to stretch. Chin to your chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone and squat. Shift your weight to your right foot, and if you want to, cross the left over. And release. Shake it out. All right. We're going to do a little different variation on that cross. Bring your block outside your right foot, about halfway down the foot, okay? Hands to prayer. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your weight onto the right foot, bend the knee, and see if you can cross the left over and rest the foot on the block. And then continue to lower down. Belly down to your thigh. This is not easy, is it? And bring yourself up and release. Block to the left, outside the left foot. Hands to prayer. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift your weight to your left foot. Cross the right knee over the left, foot to the block. Start to lower yourself down. Lower as far as you can get. Foot cramp. And press in and release. And shake it out. Alrighty, let's head to the wall. And instead of the wall, I'm going to use a table. So pretend this is a wall. You walk up wherever your hip bones meet the wall, place your hands, and walk yourself out to an L shape. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bum to the wall behind, drop the chest, let the head hang, and breathe. Bend the knees, tuck the tailbone, step toward the wall, and shake it out. Let's do tree pose. You can brush your hip against the wall, you can brush your bum up against the wall, put your shoulder against the wall, or you can use it with your knee, your choice. Shift your weight to one foot, doesn't matter which one. Tuck your tailbone, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, take a grounding breath. Bring your foot up to calf, knee, or inner thigh. Hold and breathe. And release. Swap to the other side. Shift your weight, tuck your tailbone, lift your chest, drop your shoulders. Take a grounding breath. Bring your foot up, hold and breathe. Arms in any position that feels comfortable as always. And release. Alrighty, I'm going to have us do one more balancing pose. Hands to prayer. I'm going to go sideways, I think you'll see it better. Take a breath in. Feet are about hips width apart or closer, and bend your knees and slowly come up onto the balls of the feet as you lower yourself down. Fingertips to the mat. Drop your heels as you straighten your legs, let yourself hang, shake it out. Slowly roll yourself up, shoulders up near the ears, down the back, and lift your chest. Alrighty, let's go ahead and lay down on our backs. Get my table out of the way, or my wall. Make sure you have blocks within reach. Give a good squeeze and rock to your knees. We're going to do a couple different twists today. Start with our X twist. Make an X out of the body, a big V out of the arms above the head, a big V out of the legs below. Inhale the left leg about halfway up. Exhale it over to the right and reach foot and hand away from each other. Inhale back to center and exhale down. Inhale the right leg about halfway up. Exhale it to the left. Reach right foot and hand away from each other. Inhale back to center and exhale down. Let's flip over onto our bellies. Arms out to the side. Chin on the mat. Inhale the right leg up, bend the knee, and roll it back, trying to touch the floor. And bring your belly back and the leg down. Lift up your left leg, bend the knee, and touch it behind you. And roll back down. Up to hands and knees. Flip back over onto your backs. And give a squeeze and rock. And now we'll do happy baby. Thighs outside the torso, knees toward the armpits, feet up toward the ceiling. Grab behind your knees or your feet. But only grab your feet if your shoulders are on the mat. If it makes you come up, don't do it. Stay down. Grab your knees instead. And rock side to side. And come to center and release your feet. Alrighty. Grab a block. We'll do supported bridge. Feet hips width apart, close up to your bum. If you prefer to do a double block under the shoulders, you can. If you prefer to roll on your belly and do bow pose, you can. Whatever works for you. A back bend of some kind. If you want to do full wheel, which is what is a kid's back bend, feel free to do that too. But if you want to do supported bridge with me, feet close up to the bum, hips width apart. Press into your feet, roll your hips up, come up onto the balls of the feet, get your block under your tailbone, drop your weight on the block, drop your heels, and relax and breathe. If you're loving this pose and want to stay in it for your restorative, you can. Otherwise, come up on the balls of the feet, press down, lift your hips enough to get your block out, and slowly roll back down. Once your low back is down, give your knees a squeeze and rock. Alright. Find your way into whatever restorative pose feels good for you. You can do the double block under the shoulders. You can lay flat on your back. You can come over to a wall and do legs up the wall, which is what I'm going to do today. And you can put your legs on the couch and let your shins and calves drop over onto the seat of the couch. That's sometimes really comfortable. You can use a couch cushion or a bolster if you have one and put it down your back or under your knees. So all of those are options. If you're doing legs up the wall, just put your hip right up against the wall, lean back, and kick your legs up. Tuck your shoulder blades under you if you're on your back. Legs and arms relaxed and loose like noodles. Close your eyes and take a big breath. Swallow. Relax your jaw, soften your face. Release the brow and temples. Think of sinking into the back side of the body like you're laying in warm sand. Try to be open and light on the front side of the body like a light breeze. And just let your mind float and be. Send some gratitude for showing up today and getting some of your health taken care of and your body restored. I'll wake us up in a few. Bring our minds back into our bodies. Wiggle your fingers and toes. You can rotate your wrists and your ankles. In lion's breath if you like. Big inhale. Stick your tongue out and exhale. Cross the arms over the chest. Reach around and grab shoulders or shoulder blades. Hold tight. Strong. Inhale. Exhale. Recross opposite arm on top. Grab shoulders or shoulder blades. Hold tight. Strong. Inhale. Exhale. Roll the arms out and breathe. Bend your knees. Rest your feet on the floor of the wall. Inhale your hands above your head and exhale onto your right side for a couple of breaths. Use your left hand and gently press on up to seated. If you're at the wall or the couch, you can lean against it if you'd like. Break your sit bones down, lift your chest, drop your shoulders, reach up with the crown of your head. Take a breath in and out and in and out. Namaste. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining. I hope that you're doing well and staying healthy. It sounds like we're going to keep this up for a little while, so keep it up. make sure you do it at least 2 times a week. You can even do the shorter classes, the restorative classes if you like. Switch it up. Do 2 restoratives or a chair and a restorative or whatever works for you. But try to mesh up and mash up so that at least you get a couple of classes a week so your body has some memory from week to week. If you're getting a little too sore, try to ease off a little bit. Treat yourself with kindness. Treat your body with kindness. I hope all is well, and I miss you guys. I miss seeing you. So take care, all my love. And colder weather is right down my alley, so I hope you're enjoying it too. Bye, you guys.